Coach Woods, tell me a little bit about Cory on the field this season.
Cory had a phenomenal year. Actually, he only got to play in 6 games, missed the first 5 games with injury. But in those 6 games, threw 16 touchdowns, only had 2 interceptions, and they were probably both my fault, those interceptions. But he was great, led the team to an undefeated league championship on Thanksgiving, and he was just phenomenal with the whole team.
Well, let's put that on the record, Cory. Was it the coach's fault, those 2 interceptions?
No, it's never his fault. It's always my fault.
See, he's coached well.
There you go. There you go. Coach, the other thing too about him. Describe him as an athlete for us. I mean, what does he do well?
I would say Cory does everything well. I think when he came in here as a freshman, he was probably one of the best pure athletes we've ever had at Fenwick. And unfortunately, a bunch of injuries kind of forced him to miss a few seasons. But I'm sure he's looking forward to his baseball season this year. But his freshman year, he was an all-star on the football team. He was an all-star on the baseball team. And he also played varsity basketball. So just from a pure athletic standpoint, like I say, he was probably one of the best athletes we've had here in a long time.
Cory, tell us about the injury, because you were injured last year, got healthy, but then got re-injured this year right at the beginning of the year, right? So tell us about that.
It even goes back to sophomore year. I fractured my wrist, and then the doctors misdiagnosed it, and I ended up needing surgery on it. And then I got back for my junior year football season. I ended up missing the spring and the winter seasons, and got back for the next year, my junior year, for football. And then I broke my foot in the preseason. Sorry, it's hard to keep all these straight. I broke my foot in the preseason, ended up getting back, and then 3 games into my junior year, I tore my ACL. And then that obviously kept me out for another winter season. It kept me out for most of the spring. I only got to play in 2 high school baseball games, and then I played summer baseball during the summer season. And then I ended up getting back, and then 7 plays into my first game back, I separated the SC joint in my shoulder, and so then I worked back for that and ended up getting back, I think, 5 games in. So it was definitely a process. But
Coach, I noticed he was able to throw the doctor under the bus for a misdiagnosis, but not you. Yeah. That's great. Cory, the other thing too is tell me about baseball. What your positions and your contribution there.
For baseball, I actually have only been able to play my freshman year. My freshman year, I came in and I played third base. I think I was like top 5 in the North Shore in hitting. I hit like 430, something like that. But I was able to come in as a freshman and bat leadoff and like contribute right away. So, and baseball is actually my favorite sport. Don't tell him that. But,
too late. You just did it on live video.
So baseball is my favorite sport, and then obviously the injuries have kept me out the past 2 years. So I'm just looking to come back and hopefully make an impact.
Well, I'm afraid to go to Coach Woods for another comment now, but Coach, I want to get to his classroom activities and his academics, because it's a student athlete award, and the student piece, certainly emphasized. Do you have any background to share with us on his academics?
Well, as a matter of fact, Cory has never received anything lower than an A his entire life, which is actually pretty incredible. So all through high school, all through middle school, he's got nothing but A's, and I know he's in a lot of AP classes and honors classes here, so that's very impressive. And for him to be able to manage his time between all his commitments to athletics and to academics too is it's a unique talent for sure.
I'm thinking the injuries are not hurting your academics from what we've seen here.
They've definitely allowed me to focus in on it, but still.
Tell me about academics as for favorite subjects and maybe even favorite teachers or a couple of influential teachers here at Fenwick.
Okay. My favorite subjects, I'd have to say math. I've always been big into math, and then history also. Favorite teachers, honestly, I'm not going to single out any specific teacher just because I love all my teachers. All our teachers here are amazing. But our defensive coordinator is also our history teacher. And he's definitely been one of my favorites to be in class with him, just because seeing him on the football field and then seeing him in the classroom is just it's funny to be a student and an athlete under one person. So that's been awesome.
Yeah. Coach, any summary here to share with us on Cory?
Again, I can't believe his football career is over.
Yeah.
It's unreal. we're just really looking forward to the spring and to the baseball season, and I'm sure the team's going to have a lot of success with Cory leading the way.
Cory, and what's up with this winter for you?
This winter, I'm just going to keep working on my knee, just get everything healthy, get myself ready for the spring season.
You mentioned your knee. What else have you mentioned? Oh, man.
I
Shoulder?
tore my ACL, messed my shoulder up. I broke my foot, and I broke my wrist and ended up having surgery on it. So it's definitely been a mouthful of injuries, sadly. So.
Well, let me summarize. Ending on a more positive note, congrats on the award, and best of luck this winter and spring.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.